you spoke about earlier on the mindset and the abundance mindset, right? And how that is so crucial in the process of going from point A to point Z, like from where you are right now to whatever your goal is. Um, Tell us, what exactly is this abundance mindset, right? What is an abundance mindset? One, and two, how can I, as an individual, as a young professional, acquire abundance mindset?
Right. So I think abundance mindset, of course, you know, down the list of my values is always abundance and gratitude, and it's right there as well. Abundance is basically having this mindset of having enough. No matter where you are in your life, wherever you are in terms of your work, your achievements, what you're doing, you always start with this mindset of that I am enough. It first starts with you, first and foremost, right? So as a person, before you even take it out to the external world, I am enough, I have enough, I am good enough, I'm loved enough, I can do enough, I can do more. And it's a mindset. And the reason, I'll tell you, let me put it differently. For instance, if we look at it from the opposite lens of scarcity mindset, then you would realize that a lot of fears that we all have, you and I as well, and everybody else, a lot of our fears stem from a scarcity mindset, and we all go through it. So experiences in our childhood, adulthood, whatever happens to us, we start thinking when we are low or down or gloomy, whatever, that we don't have enough.
Right.
So our fears come from, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough, I don't have what it takes to achieve, to reinvent myself, I cannot do this, I'm not capable enough, I'm not skilled enough. And this is a downward spiral that leads us to just, you know, be in this state of scarcity, of lack of resources, of lack of a fearful, anxious state. And if we don't consciously try to step out of it and to change our mindset to abundance, to faith, to belief, to gratitude, then we can just keep in this whirlpool and keep going down and letting it, you know, get to us and getting sucked into it. So to your question of how to cultivate this mindset of abundance, I think for me personally, at least, first and foremost, it starts with a core faith and belief that we have as people, as human beings, as whatever faith that you belong to, that everybody in this world has enough resources and enough means to cater for themselves, to provide for themselves, and there's enough for everybody. We are not fighting for rewards, recognition, achievement, success, money, because it's limited. It's not limited. It's not finite. Everything is infinite. Everybody out there has enough. For, you know, if you have this belief, I think it's a saying, I don't know if I'm remembering it correctly, whatever is meant for you will find you. It will come to you. I don't think I'm remembering the exact words, but the essence is that, you know, whatever you're meant to get, you will get it. So with the amount of time we spend in comparing and contrasting and hustling and look at this person and look at that person, being super competitive, trying to put people down, backstabbing, especially in the corporate world, business world overall, if we understand that, you know, if you keep on, of course, being smart, being street smart, do your bit, perform well, do whatever you have to, but then have this core belief and faith that whatever is meant for you will find you. So you don't have to, let me give you an example. So when I started Unwind the Grind 4 years ago, coaching as an industry in this part of the world, in the Middle East, was quite nascent. So if I would go out and tell someone I'm a coach, they wouldn't know what I'm saying. So coach of what? A health coach or a fitness coach, because that was more normal, let's say, for them to know, but they wouldn't know. And then I would say, okay, no, career coach. Then they'd be like, oh, okay, so you're a career counselor. You tell people how to choose a career. I said, no, that's not exactly what I do. So it was such a struggle to let people know what is it that I do. So when the industry is nascent, rather than being competitive with the few coaches that you have, it makes much more sense to have an abundance mindset and to broaden the pie and to grow the pie together. So for instance, at the time, now the awareness, of course, is much more on mental health, on coaching, everything. But at the time, I would, for instance, go out and seek out other coaches, seek out people from ICF who are certified coaches, talk to them, get invited, or let's say speak at events, and raise the awareness together of what coaching means. Because overall, as you work collectively with those other coaches who are not necessarily your competition, you together have a much bigger voice than you have as one single person, and then you can grow the pie together and people will know about the industry more. That's an abundance mindset versus saying that, oh no, I'm not going to talk to this person, he or she's also a career coach and they're going to poach my clients, and you know, they're going to steal my stuff, they're going to look at my social media, you know. So it's just that because of
that's no, that's a great, I think the example really helps, and it's, I think the essence of what you're the abundance mindset, the way I learned about it from you, is it's all about partnerships and collaborate, having that collaborative mindset, and think of people around you. Yes, the world may put you as competitors, but think of yourself as like collaborators and not competitors, and so that you can actually work together to increase the size of the pie, right? Rather than the pie, the size of the pie being the same and you're all sharing it, keep on working together to keep increasing the pie so that there's more for each and every one of you. And that's a great, I think that's a great mindset to have for young entrepreneurs who are looking to start their business. And unfortunately, um, you know, if the traditional schools and universities and the business courses that you take, they straight away they start talking about competition, competitor analysis, and there's this mentality like, if you're not doing it, then maybe your competitor is. And you know, that kind of mindset really sometimes gets you into that scarcity mindset, right? And as you said, you know, you have to consciously make an effort to avoid it and see how you can leverage those points, those people as your collaborators, and work together with them as you did. So which is fantastic. So Samia,
and one I'd just like to add one more point here.
Please.
You know, the antidote to scarcity is practicing gratitude. So anytime you feel fearful or scared, or I don't have enough, I'm not good enough, and we all go through it from time to time, practice gratitude. Because gratitude is, you know, given that you're doing the research on similar topics, let me tell you, gratitude and appreciation are one of the highest energy forces out there. Like whenever you feel energy, these are the emotions that are at the highest frequency. There's nothing more like better or higher than feeling gratitude. So when you have this sense of groundedness, when you feel gratitude, when you take count of your blessings and you feel grateful and you practice it actively, automatically it enforces abundance, because you are thanking God or thanking the universe for what you have. So it shifts the mindset from what I have to what I have versus what I don't have. And the more you count, and it's contagious as well, right? So the more you count things that you have, I have this, I have this, I have that, I have this mindset, I have all these experiences, I've learned from all my experiences or failures or whatever, it instills in you a sense of thankfulness, gratefulness, and abundance, because I do have a lot. And actually, I might not have, again, linking back to success, maybe I might not have all of those tick mark checklist items that the society wants me to have from an external perspective, but from an internal perspective, from being wise and mature and kind and whatever I've gained, you know, in my life, in my business, in my work, I have all of this. So the more you thank God for it, the more you practice meditation, gratitude, journaling, writing, speaking, whatever it is, the more you will, let's say, go towards abundance, and the more further away you will be from scarcity.
Right. No, that's such a great point. And I think, and here's the interesting thing, right, Samia? I think so far, majority of the guests who have come on the show, they have, each and every one have spoken so highly about the benefits of journaling. And you touched on that briefly as well, right? And I think that journaling is one way in which you can actually practice gratitude